Okay, we should be live. Alright guys, I got something special for you today. Welcome guys, welcome. So guys, that is my morning song for you guys. So I hope everyone's fired up. I can't sing, but anyway, hope you enjoyed that. So guys, man, there is so much shit happening in this space. It is going cray, and it's like there's never a dull moment, right? Never a dull moment in this space. So, I mean, there's so many conflicting things coming, and the first thing is Visa, right? Visa like basically cancelled, I think Wavecrest, which is primarily the one that's doing the Bitcoin ATM cards. Now, XAPO was one of those cards that I had, that I was personally using, and then they restricted it just to EU, and now apparently Visa have cancelled their license to Wavecrest. I think Wavecrest it is, and basically, you know, they just don't like Bitcoin. So now, you know, BitPay, apparently it's BitPay, XAPO, CryptoPay, all these MasterCard debit, Visa card debit. Bitcoin cards that exchange from Bitcoin to fiat, they basically terminated them, or you know, you can't use the service anymore. So that kind of sucks, because it's just Visa that are losing control. They're scared of Bitcoin, and you know, they're basically the gatekeepers, and that's what's happening, right? This is happening with the banks as well. So they're basically trying to screw with the market, but it's an inevitability, guys, and Pandora's box is open, and the future is coming, and they're just trying to prolong it and screw people around. But you know, the future is paperless money, digital money. It's going to be all crypto, and you know, we're about to pay for everything with just, you know, using a mobile device or some sort of device that we can just pay for everything, and it's all going to be secure through whether it's a blockchain, whether it's a Tangle, whether it's a this new one, hash cloud or hashing kind of, I don't know what it is. I'll have to research that, but that's what it's going to be. It's all going to be digital money, and you know, these companies like Visa are going to be extinct because we're not going to need that middleman anymore to be, you know, allowing to say what we can spend our money on, and it's our money, and we don't need to explain to them that, oh, you know, I want to buy this with Bitcoin. Why do we need their approval? All right, just because they're the gatekeepers now, they can do it now. So this is all coming, guys, and this is the way of the future, and it's just evolution, and these companies are going to become dinosaurs because there is something massive going on right now, and we're in the mix of it, we're in the middle of it, we're in the right in the thick of things, and the general population have no clue what crypto or Bitcoin or whatever's happening, right? And the more we can get educated on crypto, on blockchain, on what drives all this stuff, this technology, we're gonna be ahead of the game, right? So expect some friction coming up, and they're trying to block fiat to they're trying to block Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, right? Crypto to fiat. That's what they're trying to do, and so are the banks too, right? This is happening in Australia as well. So anyway, it is what it is. So no more Bitcoin debit cards. Look, there's going to be another solution. There's going to be another, you know, when there's something happens like this, there's always going to be an opportunity, because there's going to be millions of people, soon billions of people, that want to exchange you know, crypto to fiat, and there's going to be a company that's going to step up, that's going to get all the business from Visa, and they're going to be the leaders. You know, it's exactly what happened with Blockbuster and Netflix. You know what I mean? Blockbuster was king. The owner of Netflix went to Blockbuster and said, "Look, I'll do you a deal." The owner of Blockbuster laughed at him. And then within 5 years, Netflix was king, and Blockbuster was like broke. So this is evolution, guys. So that's what's going on with Visa. I stopped using my XAPO card when I got skimmed when I was in Bali. So I never renewed one anyways, which I wasn't able to anyway. Once I got it skimmed and I was going to reorder a new one, luckily the news came out that they were banning, I mean, it was only being allowed in the EU, which was made my card useless, so I hadn't ordered it yet. But then now they're Visa restricted or cancel the license, so now it's pretty much useless to everyone that's holding a Visa debit card. So let's move on. I told you about BitconnectX yesterday. It's just a money grab, guys. Been watching BitConnect for like forever, and it just gets more and more amusing. I did live streams on this. Cliff High even did this, right? Cliff High did a interview with this other guy, Jay. I think his name is Jay. Anyway, it got taken down, and they reposted it, and then it got taken down. But anyway, basically what Cliff High did was he's been analyzing the data from BitConnect, and he's finally figured out that as of December the 8th, BitConnect was running out of money, right? And because they can't pay their loans, you know, $10,000 turning into $5.1 billion in 3 years. It's impossible, right? Mathematically, it's impossible. So this is what his data came to. It was a very good video, and everyone knows Cliff High, right? He's one of the most respected crypto economists type of dudes, kind of renegade type of off the grid type of guys, and like all his stuff has come through. It hasn't come through at Pacific times, but everything that he said is pretty much been on par, all right, with Bitcoin, with everything. So his calls have been very, very exciting, and he said about BitConnect, right? So it's quite interesting that now that BitconnectX is now launching the ICO. It's just a pure money grab, guys. The one well is drying up, and they're trying to get it start something new. They'll close that down and then bring everyone over. Guys, it just gets more and more messy. Cease and desist order in Texas, and this is just all facts, guys. You know, and it's backing up what I've been saying forever. Right now, I told you guys about, and I've been saying about this forever. Right, when there was issues with MPA, right, and then they stopped paying. I had a really hard think about what I was going to do in the future, and I came to the conclusion of, after doing these programs for like some 9 years online, and people don't have to listen to me, you know what I mean? They don't have to listen to me, right? But I'm telling you that I've been around for pretty much 99.9% of you people watching this live stream, right? I've been around longer than you, and from based on what I've experienced, 99.9, literally almost 100% of the programs will stop paying you within 2 years, right? So that's what I concluded, and after MPA, I just said, that's it, I'm done with programs, right? So then we see you know, all these other programs popping up. I could have joined USI Tech. Now the thing with USI Tech now is they have just terminated all affiliates in USA and Canada, because, you know, affiliates weren't doing the right thing. They were just saying, oh, you can make $1 million, blah blah blah, it's guaranteed, and all this sort of stuff, right? And then with the fallout with BitconnectX, cease and desist order in Texas, I think that sort of spurred things on, and they realized that, you know, affiliates are harming their brand, and they could be shut down by the SEC. I mean, they're already selling securities anyway. I mean, they said that they're registered as a company. I don't know, maybe. But prior to that, they were still selling securities within the US without a license, right? So I guess USI Tech are trying to protect their business, which is rightfully so, because you're always going to get these idiots that, I mean, I'm not in USI Tech, but I know the make money online space very well, right? You always get these idiots that use hype and try to, you know, frame it to a point that you're going to become rich if you join USI Tech or any type of program. There's always those idiots, and they're the ones that are bringing the company down. And unfortunately, I mean, here's the skinny on it.
Of ordinary to the next image. Although we deeply regret this step both on a business and personal level, effective immediately, we hereby summarily cancel the existing contractual relationship with you as a distributor, or alternatively, hereby notify you of ordinary termination as of the next possible date. That's pretty self-explanatory.
So yeah, although we deeply regret the next step both on a business and personal level, effective immediately, we will hereby summarily cancel the existing contractual relationship with you as a distributor. This guy did a video on a USI Tech. I'm assuming that he's in America or Canada, and he got this notice. If you're in USI Tech, you probably got the same notice. But that's what my understanding from what is happening with USI Tech. Okay, so I'm not in USI Tech. I feel for those people, because you get those idiots that have gone around and now bringing down the company, which doesn't help you as an affiliate, because you have to promote the company, right? And then people go around making these stupid claims that they're going to get rich overnight, which you simply aren't, right? So that's why they've done this, to protect themselves. But what's the ramifications? It's going to have huge ramifications, because basically you got, you know, people that have put money into USI Tech. If you're an American, Canada, that's it. You're done, right? That's what I'm assuming, right? You can't do any more business, so you're done. So if there's anyone on this live stream that is in USI Tech, just please comment. I mean, is this correct or not? I don't know, but that's as far as I know it. And you know, you can't continue anymore, which is kind of sucks. And you know, that's the thing, right, guys? I mean, I've been saying this over and over and over, and I sound like a broken record, right? We're telling you guys for programs, don't get involved with programs. They will, at some point, run into issues and stop paying you. I don't give a shit what it is, right? And there was all this hype about USI Tech, oh, going to be the biggest, blah, 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 all this hype. It's, guys, I've seen it all before, guys. I've been around this game for nearly 10 years. I have seen nothing new, right? And I've seen it all before. This hype and everyone's going to these, what do you call it? Offline events, and, you know, we're all patting each other on the back and all this sort of shit. Guys, we did it with MPA, right? It's all designed, it's all framed to a certain degree. So then you get excited, and then you promote the company and people get involved, right? It's for good or for bad or for ill intentions or for good intentions. That's what it's designed for, all right? So you got to think, if you go to these type of environment, that's what's going to happen, all right? So, and I see this stuff on Facebook, and I just look at myself, you guys, I mean, I just shake my head, because I just know that these people haven't been around as long as I have, and they're just you know, they're following the rest of them like sheep, you know. Of course they got good intentions. Everyone has good intentions to start off and to hopefully be around and keep paying for. But the truth of the matter is this, all right? If you think that a program is going to get you through, is going to retire you, I have very, very sad news for you. And you need to slap yourself, and you need to realize that if you have this type of thinking, I really feel sorry for you, right? I've been saying this forever, right? I've been saying this forever, right? Don't rely on a program to retire you. The only thing that you have got in your life to retire you is yourself, right? It's all about taking personal responsibility. Stop throwing money at these bullshit programs that are going to stop paying you. Take some personal responsibility, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's responsible, right? If you understand that, right, you got to self-educate yourself. You got to get with the right people, right? And you got to learn a craft and a skill. That's the way you're going to be successful. Not joining some program and buying ad packs or buying investment packs, all this sort of stuff, right? This is not going to make you successful. You might have make a little bit of money, but you're going to pour your money into programs, which I've done in the past. I'm speaking from experience here. I'm not calling out you people in USI Tech, because I've seen it so many freaking times, right? You buy into these programs, you buy in these investment packs, you buy in these ad packs, right? And all of a sudden the program goes down. Where are you? You're screwed. How are you going to get your money back? You're not going to get your money back, guys. You're not going to get jack shit back, right? So you need to think smart. Think smart in 2018. Are you going to continue to invest in these programs that are going to stop paying you? I've been around for 10 years, nearly 10 years. And I'm telling you now, from my statistics and from everything that I look back on, not one program, very well, probably Amway, maybe. I can't even think. Maybe Amway, Melaleuca, I mean, who really knows? Swiss Gold Global's been around for 9 years. It's been rebranded. I mean, you know, who really knows? But out of all the companies out there, they all disappear, guys. They're all going to disappear, right? And unfortunately, that's just what's going to happen, right? And you guys can hate me. You can say what you want, right? You can do whatever you want. But until you've been around and you've seen what I've seen, then that gives you experience to talk and to say what is happening, all right? I'm just trying to help you guys, right? See the light. You need to start taking some responsibility with your life and stop putting money in these bullshit programs, okay? That's what I'm saying, right? Because these programs are going to stop paying you, all right? And the sooner you understand this, the better off you're going to be, right? And people will ignore my advice, right? And they'll keep going, and then 6 months later, it's all going to fall apart. And then they'll go, I wasted 6 more months. You know, maybe if I could have just listened to NG Gavin and seen what he's saying, that you are giving up ownership. You're transferring that ownership and that responsibility to someone else, right? That's what you're doing. You don't want to take responsibility. That's why you're putting the money into someone else to manage it for you. Just like, you know, these people that put in money into these other investment programs or these investments that the investment manager or the fund managers hopefully do the right thing. Oh, there's a crash, we got hacked. There's all your money gone, right? So then they throw their hands up in the air and go, oh, geez, I lost out on that investment. I'll go to the next one. But they're repeating the same thing, right? Of not taking responsibility. And that's the problem. So you gotta start from, you know, from the start. Stop putting money in these programs. They're gonna stop paying you. Take some responsibility. Learn a craft. Learn something that once you learn it, no one can take away that skill from you, right? And once you learn that, no program in the world is going to be stealing your money or misappropriating your money, or it got hacked or whatever like this, right? So, you know, I'm just saying, guys, I've been telling you guys forever, right? Every program, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big it is, right? Every program will stop paying you at some point, right? I don't care if it's MPA. I don't care if it's USI Tech. I don't care if it's anything. It will stop paying you. Mark my words, all right? I'm not even out there to even hate on people. I'm just trying to educate you guys. And some people listen, some people don't. You know, the ones that listen, they figure it out a lot earlier. I've been doing this shit for 9 years, right? And it took me a long while to figure it out. I'm telling you, you don't need to go through all this shit for the next 9 years, right? And you're gonna save yourself a lot of headache, right? So that's what's happening with Visa. That's happening with USI Tech. I mean, who really knows where it's gonna what's gonna happen with USI Tech in the future? You know, but if you're USA and Canada, I mean, you're pretty much screwed, right? You can't do anything else. You know, and you need to really search for other alternatives that are going to actually, you know, provide you with a long-term stable income. Right? So there's options out there: mining, trading, or we do ICOs, right? So that's what you need to look at. You need to take a deep breath. If you keep on putting money in these programs, and you know those companies have stopped paying you, they just keep on stop paying you, right? You know I'm right. You know I'm right, right? How many programs? How much money have you put into programs lately? How many programs have you done in the last 12 months? Right? I bet there's more than 5. And how many of them have stopped paying you? Right? You know I'm right, right? You know I'm right. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say I'm right. I'm trying to say you need to look at yourself and you know the answer to it. So why do you keep on repeating the same mistake? You know what I'm saying? You know the answer. So why you keep on repeating the same mistake? Right? You're going to keep on getting the same results. So that's what I'm saying. First of all, figure out that you keep on losing money in these programs. Then stop doing it. Right? So if you were standing right here, right next to me right now, and you told me how many programs you're in, told me how much money you've lost. Some people lost tens and thousands, hundreds and thousands. I will bitch slap you right now and say, stop, you idiot, right? What are you doing? Can't you realize what's happening? You know, I won't bitch slap you, but you know what I'm saying, right? I'll be like, what are you doing, you idiot? Just like, can't you see what's happening? You keep shilling out money, and they stop paying you. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. I won't go on any further. Join Amway. If you want a program that doesn't stop paying you, join Amway. Yeah, look, guys, it's all happening. Yeah, look, Binance have stopped taking on registrations because people are flocking from Polo and BitconnectX because of the bureaucracy that's happening in the States with Bitcoin, and now they've just passed a new bill that every single trade is taxable. Every single crypto trade is taxable. So I don't know what these idiots in Washington are doing. They have no clue even what. I mean, it's simple. This is the way it should be. All right. At the end of the year, you figure out your profit and loss, and then whatever your profits are, you pay tax on it. These idiots in Washington, in Congress or wherever passed this bill, basically said that the new tax bill is every single trade has to be recorded, and then you get taxed on that trade. So that basically makes every single trader or day trader or anyone that's sending Bitcoin transactions anywhere in the world that resides in America, you're screwed, and you're basically committing fraud, or I guess doing something of illegal activity. Because if you can't track that payment, you're gonna have to pay tax on it. This is the new bill that just passed, right? So it's absolutely ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, I don't know who passed this bill, but I'm glad I don't live in the States. I'm glad I don't live in the States. So that's basically what they want to do. Every single transaction is now can be taxed. So this is why you're getting the fallout of all these, you know, these platforms like BitconnectX and Polo. They reside in America, right? They're gonna transmit this information to the IRS. So stop using BitconnectX and stop using Polo if you're in America, right? And that's why everyone's going to Binance. Qcoin is another one. You're going to see these. Let me give you an example, right? Look at this, right? It's peaked up. It was only like under $10. I think it was like $6.52. This is the Binance coin, BNB, right? This is their coin that you get. If you hold enough Binance coin, you get so much fees. 50% of your trading fees is deducted and all this sort of stuff, right? Have a look at the spike lately, right? And I probably should have taken my own advice, but I was so wrapped up in Tron and I was doing other things as well. But I actually told you guys to buy some Binance coin when it was $6.83. Now it's $15.24, and this has only happened in the last 2 days. It's basically doubled, nearly tripled. And the value of this token is going up, right? Which means the Binance as a trading platform is just growing immensely. Obviously, they've had to stop registrations because everyone from it's like the mass exodus from policy. Look at the Alexa ranking. Holy crap! It's 501. Their Alexa ranking is 501, meaning like they are getting smashed big time, right? We could even pull up, maybe we could even pull up a stats on their website and find out where this traffic's coming from. I reckon there'd be a fair bit coming from America. Maybe it's not going to give me analytics. I need an account. Yeah. But usually, if it'll tell you it'll tell you the amount of traffic. There it is. There. See. So there you go. I was right. The country percentage is a breakdown of visitors coming to Binance, right? And it was down 2 or 3 times already. Just the sheer volume, right? Everyone's exiting from BitconnectX and Polo. 40% of the traffic is coming from the United States. It hasn't got a full stats because I need to subscribe to view it, right? But a large chunk of that. So what's happening is the mass exodus from Polo to BitconnectX, right? Because of a whole bunch of things too. Like BitconnectX is like screwing people over and holding accounts and doing all this shady shit, right? Which Polo used to do. So people left Polo, went to BitconnectX. Now BitconnectX are starting to, because they're regulated, and now they're starting to screw people over. Holding accounts. Just there was a couple of people that there was one person in a Slack group. Also know a few other people outside. I said, Gorush, his account got seized, temporarily suspended, and he's been trading for over a year in BitconnectX. So now you're going to see this max exodus from BitconnectX to Binance. But the thing with Binance is they've temporarily held it. I mean, they must be getting like 20 or 30,000 applications a day. right? Because Binance resides in Hong Kong. I believe that's where they reside, and you don't have those. You're outside the walls of the US, outside the walls of the US. You know what I mean? So there's no way that the IRS can get this information from a company that resides in Hong Kong, right? What are they going to do? They're going to demand that all US and Canadian residents, we need your information? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like, that's a privacy breach. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. You're going to see Binance explode in 2018. You're going to see this coin, right? You're going to see this coin, BNB. It's already taken off, right? And I should have taken my advice on this one, but I bought some Tron. You're going to see BNB, which is Binance coin. It's going to explode, right? And this is going to be one of the premier websites of trading in the world. And watch it in 2018, right? I love Binance. It's got an awesome app. I love it. So that's the deal with taxation. You can research all this stuff. Just go to, just Google it all, okay? And it's not looking pretty for you people in America. So sorry sorry for the long-winded explanation, but I think you'd feel that it's important that you know what's going on with this stuff that's happening in America, right? The American politicians are out to screw. Geez, I'm glad I'm not American. You know what I mean? They're out to screw you. They want to clamp down on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and they just want to screw you, right? It's all these. The problem is, it's all these politicians and old-thinking people that were grown up in the 40s and 50s and 30s that are running the freaking country with old ideals of following a system that was created 300 years ago to enslave the population. And this is the reason why the president that got assassinated, there was actually two presidents that got assassinated, Lincoln and the most famous one, it was Kennedy, right? They got assassinated because they wanted to bring down the Federal Reserve. That's the real reason why Kennedy got assassinated and Lincoln got assassinated. They wanted to bring down the Federal Reserve to free people, to keep them from being enslaved from what they call the Federal Reserve, right? So, yeah, it's just fascinating. I mean, you get into all this sort of stuff, conspiracy theories and all this sort of stuff. But I mean, America is a nasty. I mean, the whole world is pretty much a nasty place. It's controlled by the very few, so then they can keep the money. They can control the money, and the majority of the people in the world are the ones that are paying for it. Controlled by very few people, and that's how the world is getting run. It's just, yeah. That's the world we live in, guys. You know, the people in the power are the ones that are controlling it. So I don't know. To answer your question, I'm sorry. There's really no. I tell my people in ISO Garage to open up as many accounts as you can. Right? There's many of exchanges in Korea, Japan, which will allow you to trade. All right, so let's just show you now. I'll show you some that you can go to right now and open up accounts there. I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know exactly if they'll allow you, but I know that there's many that I'm involved in. Right. So this is what you got to do now. Go to right, because these other exchanges are still going to have coins. Now you're gonna have to juggle, right? You're gonna have to go to one. You're gonna have to go to one exchange to trade that, and then one exchange to trade that. Like, it's not all going to be all centralized in BitconnectX or Binance, right? But it's still all the coins that are all going to be on BitconnectX and Binance. They're going to be on these exchanges. You're just going to have to open up, 5 or 6 or 10. All right. So that's the solution, aka that's the solution to your problem. Okay. So go to these ones here, right, and start opening up accounts. Do your KYC, and then you can start trading. But you're just going to have to move around a bit. You know what I mean? It's the only other way until Binance opens back up. So these are the ones that are good, right? I don't know if you can open them up. I know that you just have to check them out yourself, right? So obviously, being a Binance, we can't do that at the moment. BitconnectX, I think, is a USA exchange as well. They have an all. They're making it very difficult as well. OKX, I opened up an account there recently. All right. GDAX is Coinbase, so forget that. HitBTC, all right. I think they're Hong Kong. I'm not sure, or Singaporean. All right. HitBTC. I don't really like them, but they do have coins. One of my favorite ones as well is KuCoin. All right. And obviously this one here as well. Okay, Hubi Pro. They're recently from China, and then they moved to Hong Kong, and they're fairly big. They got quite a bit of volume as well. All right. So if you want to find out all these exchange links, just go to CoinMarketCap. Click on Bitcoin. All right. And then go to markets. See this tab here that says markets next to charts, and then it'll list all the exchanges that Bitcoin's on, right? So then you can click these links and go to it. CoinEgg's another one. I don't know the volume on that, but they all have coins. CoinRail, okay. What else? BitGrail, I think that's a different. That's only small. There's Liqui, Coin Exchange, small volume. All right. So go to all these exchanges and open up accounts right now. Cryptopia, it's a New Zealand exchange, but they do have quite a bit of coins, but not a lot. CoinEgg. Okay. There's Liqui. What else? There's Liqui there. Gate.io, okay, that's also a fairly good one. Again, and there's KuCoin here, okay, but the best ones are, in my opinion, are Bittrex and sorry, not Bittrex if I have to use it, but in my opinion, the best one is Binance, and KuCoin is also emerging. It's very similar to Binance. They offer all this sort of really crazy stuff. Like if you go to Binance. And then you got the referral program for Binance. You got the coin which you purchase. They even got these crazy things the other day. Like Monaco Coin did this trading volume competition, and this guy won a Lambo Hurricane. I think it's Hurricane it's called. So they're giving away cars. This is so awesome, Binance. I love them. They're giving away cars and shit, right? You don't see this shit on Bittrex, right? So these guys are giving away a BMW i8. Obviously, you know, they show you what you got to do. You got to get your trade volume up. And they're also giving they're giving away two prizes. One lucky Binancean will win a BMW i8. Yeah, first prize. Yeah, first prize is a BMW i8. See, so they got these competitions going and all that sort of stuff. That's why I like them. They think outside the box. And so forth, okay? So, just wait for registration to open back up. It's really all you can do, mate. The market tab is right here, mate. So go to coinmarketcap.com. Click on the top one that says Bitcoin. And then click on here, right? Scroll down, it says the default is charts. Go to the next one. Markets, social tools, historical data. The next one is markets. Click on that. Right? Yeah, okay, I'll do a referral link thing if you want. You can't join at the moment, but you can sign up. I guess, I don't know whether I'll still get the referral link, who knows. But referrals are coming through, you know, I'm getting some referrals, so thanks for all those people who signed up to my link. It's only a small amount, but it all helps, right? I'll put it in the show notes. I'll drop it in I'll drop it on YouTube now if you want. I mean, it's all chicken feed, but I mean, again, you know, it's like every kind of every bit helps, right? I put it on Facebook. I mean, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are you doing now? How are you making money? All right. Are you still doing programs? Are you still what are you doing? Yeah, I can't really send I don't know, for some reason I can't send the Binance link. But it's in the description anyway, guys. For the live stream, it's in the video. It's in the description. Just go into the description, and it's like the third one down. You'll see a referral link. I mean, click it, whatever, you know. So, I mean, I haven't even started talking about ICOs yet. So yeah, look, it's crazy how much can happen in 24 hours in this crypto space, right? It's absolutely nuts. There's a lot of shit that goes on, and you got to really keep your finger on the ball, finger on the pulse, right, to know what's going on. Tron's a long-term hold. I mean, I'm not going to sell my Tron. I mean, I bought Tron coming in, and I know everything pulls back. All right, something just doesn't keep on going up, guys. All right, you got to understand that. People would have got on the bandwagon of Tron as it when it hit the top 10. It's going to pull back. Nothing just keeps on going up. So at some point, it's going to pull back, right? I don't care what it is. It happens with everything. So you got to understand that that's inevitable. So don't worry about it. I mean, it's back to 17 cents. Got as high as what, 27 or 28 cents yesterday. Probably if you were trading, you could probably sell it back then, but I don't care. I'm just going to leave it. So I wanted to get to, if Tron gets, I mean, there's a lot of volume there. I mean, you know, there's 65 billion tokens. So there's a lot of, you know, but then again, you look at Cardano. Cardano is at nearly a dollar, and it's got 25 billion circulating supply. So it's probably got 3 times, what's that, 40, 67, maybe 3 times more than Tron. But you look at Cardano, where it's going to be, or what they call ADA, where that's going to be at the end of the year, right? So Tron's going to be like $1. It's going to be $1. I think it's going to be over $1 at the end of the year. You know what I mean? So just that's what I'm doing. I'm just sitting. I'm just biding my time with Tron. Because if I've got 104,000 tokens. If it hits $1, then I'm going to make 100 grand. I'm quite happy just to set and forget it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing with Tron. Just set and forget it. That's what I'm doing with Power Ledger, Tron. I've got a whole bunch of other ones which I keep on monitoring. I don't know if there we go, Tron here. Let's just look at Tron. And this is, you got to take this with a grain of salt, okay? This is at Wall Investor. I mean, they see it as 69 cents in at the end of the year. 1 year forecast, I guess. That's still good enough, right? I bought it at 7 cents. If it goes to 70 cents, it takes a year. I'm 10x my money. Yeah, I still pull out 70 grand or so. So I'm just biding my time. I think Tron can easily go over $1. I mean, there's predictions. I'm not going to give a prediction, but I mean, I don't know the exact prediction, but I think it's going to be more than it is now in 6 or 12 months' time. That's for freaking sure, right? And I'm going to make money. So that's a no-brainer. How much? I don't know. So, yeah, look, there are other coins which I was going to tell you, but there's no point at the moment. Yeah, USA, land. You know what, Tommy? It's exactly like every country, you know. I guess USA is like They say it's the land of the free, but you know, I've been to America. I think it's a fantastic place, but you know, I look at Thailand. I think, and Thailand's the same too. It's controlled by a small amount of people, which are primarily the army, right? And now in Thailand, apparently my girlfriend was saying yesterday that they're now seizing all. They're now limiting your transactions through your ATM machine to only 10,000 baht, which is about 10,000 baht, which is about I don't know, 400 or 500 bucks, 400 USD, I think. So that means that, see, because what's happening is all the foreigners, they're taking all the money out of the ATM machines, because the locals aren't gonna, you know what I mean? The locals don't take out 10,000 baht. That's like a month's wage to them. But for us foreigners, like to take out 10,000 baht, to take out 20,000 baht, which is the limit. I mean, I just take out 20,000 baht all the time, so it's 620 USD. 20,000 baht for a local is a lot of money. That's like 2 months' wage. If you've got a pretty good job, you know, above average job, that's probably about a month's wage, maybe. But so what's happening in Thailand now, Tommy, is the government have gone, no more freaking 10,000, right? No more 20,000 machines. It's only 10,000 now, because foreigners are bleeding the ATM machines. so I don't know, man. But you know, you don't really need to take out 10,000 every day, unless you're just like a pimp or just want to, you know, I don't know what your lifestyle is going to be like. But I survive very nicely on 10,000 baht a month, right? That's the truth on Thailand. So, yeah. So there's everything happening. It's just all, yeah. Yeah, I would try not to keep your stuff in BitconnectX or any exchange, if you can. But if you're going to trade it, then obviously, you know, it's a different story. Welcome, Tiani. Yeah, Atena. If you, I know, like, you know, I don't, because I have a lot of friends in USI Tech. All right, I'm not trying to bring yous down. What I'm saying is, USI Tech is just a, you know, it doesn't matter, but the name doesn't matter, right? Good morning, Mohammed. How are you? The name doesn't matter. Whether it's MPA, whether it's USI Tech, whether it's MAP, whether it's Traffic Monsoon, whether it's, you know, whatever. Like, guys, we you know the programs, you know the names, right? And it's just all cookie cutter, right? It's the same shit. Doesn't matter, but I'm not picking on USI Tech at all. I'm just saying it's the same shit, right? It's just like cookie cutter. Boom, 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 boom. It's the same stuff's going to happen. They're going to stop paying you, right? So what I'm saying is, my point is first of all, understanding that that's going to happen. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. But I'm telling you, right? It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. You can keep on going and with it and take your money out or whatever you want to do. I mean, that's up to you, right? But I think you are naive to think that this is going to be a long-term thing for you, right? It's not going to be a long-term thing for anyone in USI Tech to think that this company is going to, you know, set them financially free. You know what I mean? So this is going to hurt USI Tech being in canning or terminating American and USI and US and Canada affiliates. That is a huge, there's a huge blow to their business. But again, they're trying to just protect their business, right? Because these idiot affiliates are going out and spreading stupid, bloody, untrue things that you're going to become a millionaire, and they have screwed it for everyone in USI Tech, right? So basically, that sucks. If I was in America and I sunk 100 grand into USI Tech, now basically being terminated, I would be so pissed off, right? I'll be really, really pissed off because of some idiot affiliate in Texas or wherever is sprouting on Craigslist that, you know, you're going to become rich if you join this program, and I can guarantee you this, and all this sort of crap. You know, and this is what's screwing it for the other people in USI Tech. But the writing's already on the wall, guys, right? You guys need to wake up. Make your money. Okay, if it's paying, make your money, but long term, pull your head in, right? Pull your head in. You know, and I've been saying this for how long, right? And now I've been saying this for how long, and people don't believe me. Now it's all unfolding, right? It's all unfolding. You know, I hate to say I told you so. I'm not, you know, I guess it's not at that point now, but I mean, it's all unfolding, right? It's all unfolding, isn't it, people? You know what I mean? You don't have to be a monkey to figure that out. You know what I mean? It's already having dramas. I'm not saying it's any program, right? You'll see it slowly evolving. The bigger it gets, the more exposure it gets. It attracts government regulation, and people start to see, what's this BitConnect? You know, what's this USI Tech? Obviously, BitConnect is totally different, and USI Tech, I think, are trying to do the right thing, right? Stay above board, stay good with regulations. But because it's growing so much, so big, basically, it's going to attract the attention of these greedy governments, which will try to bring it down or try to get their money, you know, blah, 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 right? So the bigger it gets, the worse it'll get. It happens with everything, right? It'll happen with ICOs as well, guys. All right? Oops. Okay, it's going to happen with ICOs as well. They won't be able to regulate it, but right now, I think ICOs have got a really good couple of year run where we're going to make a lot of money, but then it'll get to a point where everyone will finally figure out with ICOs that, you know, it's like the holy grail of making money, and people are going to come in and screw it up, or people are, you know, it's going to be literally very hard to get involved in these ICOs because of the demand, you know. So right now it's like absolutely pumping, you know what I mean? It's really the holy grail right now, you know. But if you're discovering ICOs at the end of the year, you're already behind the ball. You probably missed the boat. You need to get onto this shit right now. Yeah, I mean, it's like anything, right? Oliver, if you can make good money, the more money you have, the more money you can flip, the more money everything, you know, takes money to make money, and to make 10 or 20 grand a month, that's not hard at all. It's really just one flip, you know, and to think to the normal average person that works a day job to make 20 grand, that's like, they can't conceive that. But when you do an ICO, it's just one flip. You know what I mean? It's putting 10 grand. It's putting 10 grand into an ICO, or you put it into 2 or 3 ICOs, right? And you only got to 2x them, or you could just put 10 grand into one ICO, you 2x that. There's 10 grand profit. Or if it 2x or 3x's, there's 20 grand profit. That's only one ICO, you know what I mean? So once you're playing with a lot more money, it's so much easier. It's so stupid how easy it is. You know, so there's some big ICOs coming up, as you know, and I'm gonna go heavy in them because I wanna make like $1 million from one ICO, right? And I think I can do that. So I really only got to put in 100 grand, and if it 10x's, there's $1 million, right? Simple as that. The mathematics is simple as that, but it's taking a big risk, right? So that's why I just make sure that whatever I'm going into, whatever amount of money I'm putting into this ICO, make sure that it's tight, right? It's tight. It's locked down. Everything is like double checked, T's crossed, I's dotted, and if I'm going to be putting money in it, I want to make sure that it's going to come through. And there's one coming up which I feel it's gonna 10x. You know, based on my experience, it's gonna 10x. There's so much demand for this thing. It's absolutely nuts. And even when this ICO goes to market, even if you just buy all the tokens, as many tokens as you can when it goes to market. So let's just say if it's a Binance, right? Just you can buy up as many tokens as you can. It's still going to make more money. You're still going to make more money after the ICO. That's how big the demand is. So when you see an ICO like that, where the demand is like the pre-sale sold out, the main sale is limited, there's like limited amount of tokens in the main sale, and you got thousands and thousands, 10, 20,000 people trying to get their piece of the pie with the remaining main sale, you know that it's going to sell out within, you know, I think it's going to sell out within probably, I don't know, 5 minutes or less. I mean, look at Tron. Tron raised 53 million and sold out in 10 seconds. This is how obscene, this is how crazy this ICO space is, right? They raised $53 million in 10 seconds. I went to the site. I got there probably 2 minutes later. It was done and dusted. I'm like clicking on the link. What's going on? Why can't I buy tokens? Too late, right? So when you got this demand for such, people are just they're so hungry, right? They're like sharks. They're just so hungry. They can see a good deal, and they just want to chomp at this stuff. And they want to get their tokens, right? Because everyone knows, right? If you don't know already that buying into ICOs is buying at the rock bottom price. You know, you're buying for something at, say, for example, 1 or 2 cents, and then it goes to exchange, and it could be 30 or 40 cents within the same day. If you still don't know what's going on, I mean, man, jeez. Anyway, so the demand is so high that people are chomping at this stuff. They just want to get at this stuff, and when the demand is so high, the supply is so low, you're going to get this spillover effect once it gets onto the exchanges that people are still going to chomp at it, right? Because they know it's a good project, and it could be like a Wabi, it could be like a bread, simple token. You know, you could have bought those at the exchanges, even not getting at the ICO price and paying a premium price after it hit the exchange, and you still would have made money, right? This is how crazy this stuff is. So, I mean, look at Wabi now. Wabi, for people that got into Wabi, right? This is how crazy this is. Let me just show you this. Let's go have a look at Wabi. Okay. And let's see where it is now. The Wabi is probably one of the biggest ICOs in 2017. So, but you still would have made money with this if you would have bought it at the exchanges. So now Wabi is, oh, let me just move this down. I'm trying to show you the price on this, and I just moved it to the, Wabi is $2.93. The ICO price for Wabi at the pre-sale was 3 cents. Hello, 3 cents. It's nearly 100x. So that means if you would have bought that at the ICO price, maybe you would have put 5 grand, you'd have 500 grand already. Then after that, there was like the main sale, which was 25 cents, right? And you still would have at 25 cents, you still would have like for like 10x, even more. And YB is going to go, like, YB is a project that, you know, it can go to long term, it can go to $50. So just buying YB at the exchanges, when it hit the exchanges, it still would have been a good deal. I think YB was like $1, maybe $1 something. I think when it hit the exchanges, when it hit Binance, I can't remember exactly, but I think it 4x on the first day, and I still bought some. You know what I mean? So if you know what ICOs are going to be successful, you can still, if you miss out on them at the main pre-sale or the main sale, you can still pick them up in like on Binance or an exchange, and you're still going to make money. You know what I mean? You're still going to make money. You're not going to make as much money, but you're still going to make money. You know what I mean? There's many ways to make money with ICO. There's many ways, and that's what we're doing in ICO Go Rush. Genesis mining is more scammy than BitConnect. I highly doubt that, but anyway, at least you know where the Genesis mining farms are. Where's BitConnect? Who are the people? Where's the team? Where's the white paper? Where's the robot? Answer those questions. You know what I mean? So I think you're a bit mixed up there, Bill, but that's just my opinion. I mean, you know, probably a nice guy, but I think that opinion is just an opinion. It's not based on evidence or facts. You know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, so you know, I respect that, right? But Genesis mining, the demand on Genesis mining is like stupid. They can't even keep up. They can't build farms big enough. They need to fly like, you know, 50 C-10 planes filled all with GPUs and ASIC mining, flying straight out of China and Bitmain, and build these things and just bring over like, you know, 10,000 people to build these farms, and they'll still run out of mining farms within, you know, a year. That's how big the demand is. You know, it's crazy. Their business grew from 100 million to a billion in 12 months, right? So anyway, so I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. What's today? Saturday. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day, and if you haven't got any more questions, Binary Coin, isn't that a lending program? Lending coin? I don't do lending coins, Kelvin. So I mean, if you make money with it, fine, but I just not interested in lending coins, mate. No transparency. You don't know where you put your money in. Blah 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 blah. I won't invest money in like, you're giving your money to someone who you don't even know the team is. Like, is that a good investment strategy? You know what I mean? They're not getting my money. They might get your money, but they're not getting my money. I want to know where my money's going. I want to know if these people are transparent, right? So maybe you might have to rethink your strategy. I mean, to me, it's just ludicrous. But again, you know, if it's working out for you, fantastic. It's just about, you know, we have a checklist of things that we do before we invest in. We look at many factors, and if they don't meet the requirements, we just don't put our money into it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So that's what we do, right? We move on. We pass. We move on because there's more and more ICOs. You got to get smart about this stuff, guys. Now, you can't get every single one, but at least you can don't get FOMO, don't get hype, and just try to get into the best ones, right? You get into the best legit ones that are going to 10x, or like they're like a Wabi, or you know what I mean? Now, your investment's not guaranteed, but it's pretty safe, right? To a certain degree. And if it 10x's, that's all we want. We just want safe, legit shit that'll give us a return fairly fast. We know the team is transparent. We know who these people are. We know that they're connected with other people that are, you know, in the blockchain community. They're transparent. They have an advisory board that's, you know, quite well known. You know, big investors, big names that are putting money into these projects. Of course, they're not going to invest into scams, right? You know, if you've got some well-respected advisor, or like someone that is a big name, like, you know, Tim Draper, or John McPhee, or, you know, Jihan Wu, or, you know, all these Roger Ver, or all these big names in the blockchain space, and they invest into a project, right? they're investors themselves. Now, there's no guarantee that ICO is going to succeed or not, but we know that if they're going to put their name to it and they're going to put in money into that project, you know that it's legit, right? Right. That's what we look for. So that's what we do. We just go after the best stuff, right? And keep it all above board. Keep it 100% real. No shady shit here, guys. Right. That's what we do. So with that said, guys, thanks for your comments, and appreciate yous all, and hope I answered some questions for yous. If not, again, we've had a really good turnout last couple of days with ICO Gold Rush. You know, many people are joining, and I think they've seen basically the writing on the wall, and they understand that if they're gonna really move forward and you know, take the responsibility to that they're in charge of their future and not putting money into these programs that will just stop paying you. I think many people are realizing that now, which is fantastic. Learning a skill and making some money with ICOs, and I think that's awesome. So we're going to help those people. We're going to help some people make a lot of money in 2018 with ICOs. Not going to rely on programs, right? Not going to rely on been there, done that. We know the deal with that, right? So many people have joined ICO Gold Rush in the last 24 hours. Don't forget, guys, to go through the course. Click on the link to join the Slack group, which is on the welcome page underneath the video. There's also the spreadsheet there, and join the Slack group. Introduce yourself, right? There's channels on the left hand side, and go into those channels and just subscribe to them. Then you get all the updates of all the ICOs coming up, all the news, the white lists, what people are saying, and get on the webinars if you can't get on the replays, right? Because then you're going to know exactly what ICOs to go into, right? So then you can start to make some money with ICOs, all right? So that's what you got to do. Get up to speed as fast as you can, and I encourage you to jump on the webinars Monday nights, right? That's what we're there for. They're there to help you, support you, to then you know exactly what to go to look for the next ICO, which you can flip and make money, right? Every week we discuss what's the next ICO, what's the next ICO, what's the next ICO. Let's make some money, right? It's a no-brainer. Just have to engage and plug in. So great team of people there to help you move forward, and a very experienced now people, which are going to just tell you straight up, you know, your answers, get your answers, questions answered, so then you can make some damn money, right? So with that said, everyone have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in ICOGoldRush.net. If not, have a fantastic day anyway, and I'll see you in the next live stream.